Hey there everybody, welcome back. How you guys all doing today? Having issues, sound issues, it's not good. I cannot hear anything in game. But anyway, how's it going there, Tony Truck? Welcome in, buddy, welcome in. So, we are into harvest time. Yeah, there's no game sounds, that's all weird. I'll have to look at that in just a sec. So, over the last couple of days, I'll show you where I've gotten up to. So, I got my potato field on 85 harvested. I've got 95 of sorghum harvested. I'm doing, or got hard helper doing 83 at the minute. I've got another hired helper over here, currently harvesting some red beets. And I also got onto 84 and got that weeded, so yay! Things are definitely cracking on anyway. That's for sure. I haven't got any planting done, so I'm going to kind of leave that till September comes through. And hopefully at that point I shall be able to start getting things like wheat, barley, canola, and all that planted. But yeah, hey Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? So I know there's a bridge somewhere over here. I just came over it. Right there it is. And let's give Mr. Farmer Marks a shout out. There you go. If you guys are not following Farmer Marks, make sure you give him a follow. Okay, that's weird. I heard that 100 bees come through on my phone, but not on my headset. Something is not right. Ooh, what did I hit the other day by accident? I think I know what it might be. Hey T Miller, how's it going, buddy? Actually, I was lurking in your stream this morning there, Farmer Marks. So yeah, we'll give Mr. T Miller a shout out. There we go. If you guys aren't following T Miller, make sure to click on that link. Give him a follow as well. Let me just check something while we're here. It's not that one. Nope, nope. Is it that one? Not sure what one that is. That's the light. Nope, it's not going to be you. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Something funky is definitely going on. It's going to be that cable there, which goes into the back of the computer. Pull that out of there a sec. Ooh, somebody's got a treasure chest. Computers are pain in the behind. I'll sort it out later. Well, at least you guys can at least hear some of it coming through the stream, at least, which is one thing. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Well, yes, here we go. I'll have to have a look later. I really can't bother right now. Turn it off. But yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So unfortunately I won't be able to hear any sound alerts or anything like that coming through my headset anyway, which is a shame. Oh, that's the point. I need to sort these guys out because, I don't know, I need to adjust the brake or something on this thing because it keeps overshooting. I don't know why. But it does. Let's pop you there. Used to be better now. There we go. And oh, cripes. Did that adjust? I bet that looks like it's moved actually, because I'm sure that was higher a minute ago. It is what it is. I'm sure we can get in there. Nope, you're not gonna behave. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Unload. No? You're not gonna unload? Nope, he's actually stopped working, that's why. Let's get you going again. Soothing. There we go, that's what we want. But yes, hey there PJ, Don't Be here, Finished, how you guys doing? Yes, happy Wednesday to you too. I wish it was a happy Wednesday, but yeah. I'm having some sound issues at the minute. For some weird reason, my game sounds have all vanished. Thing is, I could hear streams. Obviously, I brought up a stream earlier on, before going live, and yeah, I could hear that, but for some strange reason, I just cannot hear the game. Or anything through, like the fishing game. It's weird. Let me just check something quickly. Let's come into here. You are definitely on that. Let's change that back to there. Anything there? Nope. Oh. Let's go into the settings, have a quick look, see what's going on here. Graphics, that's graphics. Yeah, it just seems to be my ears. I don't know if... I wonder. Nope. It's not, definitely not that, I don't think. Because I'm still not getting the fishing game. Weird. Let's see, sound settings. Obviously it's coming through my headset. Interesting, I didn't even hear that, but it did come through on the stream. Let's play around with that a bit. That's there. Actually there. Anything yet? No. What's crazy? I don't know. Maybe my headset is actually starting to die. I don't know. Oh, I have to speak to my daughter later because I know she was using it earlier, and I don't know if it was working for her. It's a bit 100%, but yeah, I'm just not getting nothing coming through my headset. Check for updates on the driver quickly. That is very, very weird. No, that's all clear. Oh well, I'm just gonna have to play without any sounds today, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Farmers, did you see the link I sent you in Discord from Mr. T Miller? Yes. They're a little bigger. See, now I'm curious. What in the heck are you guys on about? One of the things I've been doing is playing a little bit of Satisfactory over the last couple of days as well. And basically redoing the upper area of my factory area. So yeah, that's been fun, that's for sure. Yeah, I've had the in-game sounds twice now. Really? Okay, that's weird. But yeah, there you go. I'll even test this actually live. I'm going to open up another Twitch stream just to see who we got out there. Mr. TM. Let's have a look. Crank that up.
Off to Mo. Alright, we'll catch you later. Have a good one, done.
Okay, I can hear it in the background, but I still cannot hear it actually now on my headset, which is weird. Let me turn this off and back on a sec.
Why would you cancel your football program?
Oh, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Close that. I'm now hearing it. Yep. Hang on. Okay, so I can hear the fishing game now. So that's a bonus. I cannot hear the game. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, if it's not one thing, it's another, eh? But yeah, the joys of streaming, isn't it? Oh, this is what we live for, to try and find all those problems. So let's have a look. Say that I do know a few people have been saying actually, Tony, that since the last update they have had sound issues, which is strange. Obviously, here's my sound. Obviously, I've got it at 50, 50, 50, which is what I always run it at. And yeah, I wonder if I just do a little. Let me do a save, restart, and see if that'll help. Hopefully, it didn't bugger anything up. Since I haven't done nothing really. Ah, that's weird. It's weird. Right, let's just save again. I'm going to do a quick reload just to see if that fixes it or not. But yeah, we are live over on YouTube as well. And while I think about it, while we're doing this, let's do it quick. We're gonna give Miss PJ Trap 23 a shout out. If you guys are not following her, make sure to click on her link, give her a follow. That's just through there. That's through there. Okay. Go to desktop a sec. Ooh, that was quite a nice little blue whale there. Let's close it right down, and we'll do a nice new restart. 25 there. Let's close that because I definitely know it is working now. Because obviously lurk bait is coming through, and that's on the same channel. What the heck was that? That was weird, whatever that was. Something in the background there. I think maybe the wife or daughter playing around in the kitchen with something. There we go. Oh, there was sound there, so that is good. That's good. That's good. Maybe that's all it is. It just needs a restart. That's weird. That is very weird. Has anybody had that before? That is crazy. But anyway, it looks like the sound could be back. We'll find out in a minute once we actually get in game. But yeah, that was good. Loving it. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great last couple of days. Obviously, I haven't really been doing too much. Obviously, my daughter, bless her cotton socks, is still doing her exams. She's only got in for the mornings from the look of it now. So around about 11 o'clock, just half 11 thereabouts, she's coming home. It's kind of crazy, it really is. But yeah, Monday next week is her final day for exams. So she's very nervous at the minute still, but I'm a little bit excited because she's finally ending on her exams. It's great. Well, that's point. Let's get into the game screen and make. There we go. That's cool. So yeah, so fingers crossed. In a month or two, we'll get her results, and then yeah, she'll then be going off to college in September. Oh, bless her. But yeah, she has done absolutely amazing so far from what we can gather. So it's a good thing. It is a good thing. One thing I did do actually, what was I going to say? Oh, fudge monkeys. Oh yeah. Obviously, the last few streams I mentioned about the Predator, Killer of Killers, new film that was released just a week or so ago. Finally got around to watching that last night. Obviously, it's currently marked obviously over here in the UK. It's for 18 plus. But personally, I thought it was a lot more timid than like say Predator 2 film. It's really crazy. So yeah, but to be honest, it's kind of nice seeing obviously different predators in different time periods. So yeah, definitely if you're into that sort of thing, maybe worth checking it out. Obviously, there's a little bit of blood, but it's an animated film. It's about an hour and a half long. So yeah, but the thing is, it's got a few spoilers in there. If you've ever seen any of the other films, you will spot a couple of little spoilers in there. Hey, Farrell Marks over on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? Look at that, 16, 17 minutes into it, and then we've barely done anything into the stream. Oh my goodness. But yes, I need to sort that out as well at some point. It is crazy. So yes, there's that. Still watching Yellowstone. Actually, I haven't really watched anything else yet. since the weekend, in all honesty. So I really can't say much on that side of things. But yeah, it's cool. There we go. Let me sort that out. That's fine. There we go. But yeah, kill one, dude. Kill one. Oh, I swear this thing takes longer and longer to load when I'm streaming. It's not good. But yeah, I still can't get my bucket to work with Terraform yet. That mod. Oh, the weird thing is, well, I can, but it has a buttload of errors. And I've compared it to one from um, oh, FS Miner. He's done a few buckets. I've compared it with that, with mine. I've matched pretty much what he's done to what I've done, and yeah, it's weird. I don't know. There's something else in his, I think, and I'm getting loads of sound, so that's good. It's back. It's back. Right. You're fine. You're fine for the minute. So we were over here. There we go. Hey, there we go. Sounds back. So yeah, I'm baffled to how he was able to get it to work, and yeah, I haven't been able to yet. So, it is what it is. Excuse me. Right, so let's see. We've got sorghum, we got red beet, so a grain, and we have a root crop. So what we'll do is I'm going to drop some of this off at my pig food mixer, just to top that up. Anything else can then go into storage for now. Most of my factories are now filled up with sorghum, so they should be good. Red beets, I'm pretty well sorted out with for now, so I can pop it into Green Thumb Farmers' little root crop storage. I've still got a few fields up by the main farm. I think I've got the harvest still, but apart from that, it's really pretty well sorted now, actually. So yay! But yeah, so I might even be getting into doing some mining today. I'm not sure yet. I do need to get some more iron ore.
Hello there.
Coal and a few other things. Hello there, Mr. The Vink. How are you doing, sir? Oh, that's the point. Does Campbell's take red beets? Thinking about it. Let's have a little look. Let's see. Nope. Does it take like thought? Oh, we need to get some corn in here. We need to get some more eggs. Flour, really? Cheese. Oh yeah, I need to see if I've got any more milk in the cows. That's something I need to work on. That's fine. That's fine. I did actually. Actually, should say I haven't yet topped up any of my animals yet. Sometimes what I'll do is when I sell a load of animals, I'll buy some youngsters. I haven't done that yet, so that's something else I need to do at some point. Let's see. So you have a little, not a lot. You got about 20. Okay. Okay, that'll have to wait for a minute. Okay. But yeah, actually, to be honest, yesterday I just took a complete day off from Farming Simulator, just to try and clear my mind a little bit, think about what's going to be happening in the future, and yeah, I still have no idea. And there is a shout out for Mr. The Vink. Make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. Obviously, he was streaming FS22 the other day, but he does also do Farm Sim 25 and other games, so definitely go over and check him out. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, that's a point. Just suddenly thought, do I need to check my cows? I'm pretty sure this should be okay at the minute, but you never ever know. Right, there's that. We'll get you unloaded. Let's have a little look. Proteins. Okay, yeah, so I need to get some form of protein over here. Let's have a look. Sunflower. Ooh. I might be able to bring some spinach over here. I've got plenty of that in storage, so okie dokie. Let's do that in just a minute. Rivers, yeah, Rivers is always fun for sure. It's definitely one of those sort of maps that, to be honest, you never get bored on. If you're getting bored on this sort of map, then yeah, you need to get a reality check, in my opinion. There's so much to do, and even once you got the bridges built in most of the factories, you're still very busy with the farming. Obviously, you've got to keep your productions up and running. You've got animal husbandry to do, forestry, so there is a heck of a lot to do on this map. Oh, that's a point. But yeah, this is the little road that I was working on the other day, over the weekend sort of thing. As you can see, I've actually now added in a nice hedgerow log here, just to hide it a little bit. I think it looks a little bit better actually, rather than just having that wall there. So yeah, that's definitely looking a lot better. I need to make sure you're on the front, so let's get in here. Oh, and one nice thing as well, I just realised my dashboard. I don't know if it's just in here, but visually, with that reload, it does seem to be a little bit clearer. It's not fuzzy like the last one. There we go. Unload you there. Actually, while we're here, let's have a look what we've got in storage at the minute. So, we've got plenty of canola. Obviously, that's canola that I've had for the last, what, 2 in-game years? So, yeah, there's oats. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of oats, to be honest. Next year, definitely need to work on having more fields of grains. Which one was that bush? So, the one, actually, there's 2 there. That I've used. So if I come into here, so for this main bush at the top here, I tend to use this one, the serviceberry. So the large downy serviceberry, that's the upper one here. But what I also do with some of these, if I find that it's too much visually underneath, is I'll come into the foliage layers and then I'll use something like one of these, for example, under here, or one of these other ones, just to sort of help hide it a little bit more. Obviously, with this part right here, it's just mainly grass, to be honest. But yeah, I kind of mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I do like using that service brie a lot. Yeah, I'll give you an idea. Service breeze, slightly different. Yeah, okay, there. Um, all the way around here. Oh, actually, this is something. Oh, yeah, I am actually showing you guys. Obviously, this is what I'm calling T Miller stretch here. So we have T Miller's Model Factory. We have T Miller's Pizza Pop Factory. We have T Miller's Filipino Factory, and we have T Miller's Pie Factory. I'm almost debating maybe moving Heartland Bread somewhere else on the map and having the soya drink factory over here, and obviously any future ones that T Miller does, just call it T Miller Stretch or T Miller Road or something. But I did notice I've got pallets right here that need to be moved. Okay. Need to sort that out at some point. That's probably what I was seeing in my log the other day. But yeah. Yeah, so actually that's one of the little tips I'm going to say about, obviously, if you are putting down trees, for example, and you want to kind of create a barrier, that's what I basically do, is I'll take the main tree, put them down first. So right here, for example, around here, I have used, I can never remember which one it is. Is it that one? Don't be here! Thank you very much for the 100 goodies. Much appreciated. Well, actually, you can actually use any tree you want, to be honest. But then, obviously, what I'll do is underneath here, I will use a lower tree type. So for this here, I think that was actually the one down here, if I remember rightly. Is it that one? Yeah, so obviously down here, for example, I've used the dogwood just as an undergrowth, as it were. But yeah, you could come in if you really wanted to. You could use the service brie as well, or any of these other smaller trees. It just helps block out what's beyond, because obviously these trees do create act as a curtain, and that is still. I'm going to apply that part up. For some weird reason, this one little spot on this field does not want to seem to seed. I actually did that one all by myself. But yeah, same here, same thing again. So choose a tree. Oh, let me come across a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, you got your main tree type, and then once you got them placed down evenly, just go through with something small. Obviously, remember with these as well, if you hit the M and N key, you can actually change the size. So if you want just a row of these, for example, you can do. Or if you want them slightly bigger, you can. Or huge, so remember that. So yeah, that's my little tip for today. It just helps hide the rest of the map from loading in as much. So yeah, better on the frames as well. Right, there's that. I do need to get back to the red beet dude because he is getting quite full at some point. Oh, oh, look at that! Me graphics are played up again. That's weird. See, it's gone fuzzy, then clear, fuzzy, then clear, fuzzy, then clear. Oh, that's weird. But yes, I like creating almost like little rooms within the maps as well, as I like to call them. There may be big, huge rooms, but then obviously things like this, for example, obviously where I've got the trees here, I've added in, I've just left it open a little bit, just visually. So yeah, just play around, see what you like. But yeah, I'm slowly working my way across the map to see how many trees I can place it down with it before it stops loading. That's really the fun part. But yeah, I think if there ever is a update to this map where you will have new crops added, stuff like that, one of the things I would like to do is go in, replace all the trees by the sawmill with spruces, just to see what it looks like. But also there's a few other places around the map I think could do with a little bit more decoration, should we say? So maybe more trees added in, stuff like that. Obviously there's bits like this here. There's a whole grassy area right there. It's completely blank. It's like, couldn't you just add a few more trees in here just to spruce up a bit? And along this bit right here, I was looking at this part here. It's like, okay, you've got all this grass, but it's kind of boring here. Add some trees in there, a little bit funkier. And there is Mr. Shawnee. How you doing, buddy? Oh yes, you can always tell when Shawnee's around. The mega fart comes out. Right, let's see. You are halfway across the field there, okay. Oops, didn't mean to hit that one. I wanted to hit that number there. Yeah, one thing I will do is I'm just going to leave the hired helper to do what he's doing actually, I think. But what I'll do is afterwards I'll go back and pick up all the bits that it's missed. It seems to be missing a lot when it's turning around. But yeah, how you doing, buddy? Right, I can never get under here, let's see. Yeah, that arm seems to have definitely moved. Let me adjust that again. GG! GG to you too! Let's see, right mouse there. There we go. Hired helper. And he stops, okay. Hey there, Rusty Nail, how's it going, buddy? Good, good, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Good, 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 good. We'll do that. Do that. Actually, I could do some of this myself, in all honesty. He's only on 30%, so it's going to be a little while for him, so let's get this set up for me. there. Okay, okay. There we go. I'll do a little bit myself, I think. Drop. D-R-O-P. Fish. Drop. Just like that, there we go. Obviously you can add in an emote if you want to, it doesn't really matter. Hey Finley, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. That is a funky long number you have there, bud. There we go. Unfortunately, this is a single player. I don't play well with others, so unfortunately, no can do. I'm sure there's a fair few people out there who may have a multiplayer server you could join. There we go. But yes, I don't do that's one thing I've never really been big on, is playing with other people. It's nothing personal to anybody else. It's just I don't like it. So if I have to do like testing on a map, for example, then yeah, okay, I will do it just for testing purposes. But when it comes to my own gameplay, yeah, I'm very picky, shall we say. Maybe in the future, you never know. I don't know. I have been kind of thinking it may be worth maybe setting up a server or something and seeing what some of these issues people are actually having personally on servers with maps. So I don't know. Haven't decided whether I'll do it or not. There we go. And there was a bit over here. I'm pretty sure there was a bit in the middle that was missed as well. But yeah, obviously if I ever do a multiplayer, I will mention it to you guys. There's a bit right there he's missed as well. Dang. That's good. Go. Look at all this he's missing. What the heck? Yeah, I'm also Scottish, so yeah, I don't like missing bits, that's for sure. Uni days competition map in 25. Yeah, I doubt that'll ever come, to be honest. Right now, he is dealing with so much stuff. In all honesty, I don't even know if and when he'll even be back to streaming, let alone doing maps again. Actually, yeah, something else I want to definitely start looking into is actually doing my own map. I keep going on about saying it, but yeah, I think we'll have to sit down. Now that most of the mods for this map are out, people are enjoying them, I really think it's time to get in and maybe look at doing my own one. Hey there, Mama Do! How you doing, my dear? Where are we? Right there. If you guys are not following Mama Do, make sure to click on that link. Give her a follow. She is a great content creator. She was actually live just the other day doing some farming on this map. Not quite sure why she's so obsessed with this map, but yeah, definitely check her out. Definitely. There we go. That's cool. That is very cool. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Had a few starter issues in the stream with sound. Couldn't hear the game. Couldn't hear much. But yeah, I've got there eventually. And hopefully you guys are getting it in the background as well. Oh, there we go. You ever take a sip of coffee or a drink, and you suddenly get like almost like a knot feeling in your chest there for a sec, where it doesn't quite go down right. Oh, yeah, that wasn't good. That did not go down quite right. Oh, there we go. But yes, the alpaca map. Yes, I am definitely going to have to start looking into that for sure. And soon, I think. Obviously, the biggest thing is obviously really, do I go with a 4x map or standard size map? I don't know. Probably 4x. I was actually thinking, if it's okay with Mr. JD fan, is to maybe take his map apart, Uncharted Valley, and use that as a template. Obviously, that's got all of the crops and such in there already, so it's an option. And make it how the sort of map that I want. I still got that idea that I had from 22, so I have to see how it works out. Let's put this on cruise, that'd be easier. So yeah, actually I think I've still got that somewhere. That one that I started on. But yeah, I wanted, yeah, definitely 4x map, a nice forestry area in one corner, coming down the hill. Obviously utilising the train, that's going to be the first thing. That's going to be the bit about the biggest pain in the behind is the train spline. Oh. Also another thing is, what do I do regarding factories? Do I use the ones that are part of the mod pack here, or do I make tweaks to them and add in the other crops? Oh, so many questions to think about, and obviously I'm pretty, yeah, obviously JD fan has peanuts over there, so technically I could bring planters back, which I haven't as yet done. I kind of want to do it more for this map in all honesty, but Mr. Dave isn't going to be back anytime soon. Yeah, it's hard to know. And also, another thing as well is revamp as well. Do I hold off to the end of the year to see if the revamp mod comes out on the in-game mod hub? If it does, then things could be set up a lot differently as well. Obviously, if I don't want to use any of the productions off of here, do I set up my own ones for the map? Yeah, too many big questions. That's the problem. Too many questions, not enough answers. Yep, it's a farming simulator one after all, isn't it? So yeah. Let's see, how we doing? Sorghum is 40% full. Okay. Got to keep an eye on my combine. Make sure he doesn't overfill. He's getting there. He's getting there. There we go. Is that right? Let's get this unloaded and oh heck, which side's the pipe? This side. Okay. Ooh, that pipe's good. Yep. But yes. Good. Alrighty. So this, yeah, things like this, for example. It's like, where the heck is the pipe in comparison to the trailer? You just cannot physically see it. Even with the mirror right there, you cannot see where it is. So having to unload is like impossible. There we go. But yeah, oh, Farmworks, how is your new productions doing? And what was that thing you posted in Discord earlier? I don't know what that was. Well, a little bit too quick. Come to here, lock you off, drop the header down, and there we go. Also, has any more mods come out today? Does anybody know? I did look before going live, but I didn't see anything. Ba ba da ba da ba ba bam. Mods. Nope, nothing new today. Obviously, the only thing I did have was an update to which one was it? Which one was it? Cruds. I can't think of what it was now. One of them was anyway. Oh, the tool inclination helper. Yes, that was the one I had updated. Actually, what was that a minute ago I just seen? Realistic Livestock has now been released on the in-game mod hub. So for anybody who's been watching X-Man 1971, that's actually one of the mods that he is currently running. And it's obviously to do with your animals. It gives you more of a breakdown on the animal type, its health, how it is overall. It's kind of a nice one. I'm kind of thinking I might add it into here. But yeah, it's by Arrow, if anybody wasn't aware. So A-R-R-O-W, so Realistic Livestock. I think it was actually released yesterday or the day before through the in-game mod hub. But that Arrow person also did the realistic weather mod as well. And that is another one I am kind of considering possibly adding into my save game to see how it runs and what the difference would be on this map compared to Uncharted, stuff like that. Obviously, that's one of the nice things about that is fields get flooded very easily from what I've seen on X-Man's streams. Yes, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, definitely a cool way of doing your weather and your animals and such. Here we go. Yeah, I'll have to have a little look and play around because I do have a couple of other mods in here that I really want to get to know a little bit more of. Yeah, maybe that weather one. I'll see what it's like. I'll add it in maybe tomorrow and see what's like on Friday for you guys. Obviously, I don't know if anyone is even running it on this map, if it's even compatible. I'm sure it is, but yeah. Actually, why the heck why not put it out there? Is anybody actually using that realistic weather or realistic animal mods by Arrow? I know it was originally on GitHub. I think that's where X-Man got his version, and he's definitely enjoying it. Here we go. Yeah, me doing it's a lot easier. That's all I can say. My problem now is I have 3 of NBC's carton shop down, and they can't keep up. Really? Holy cripes. How many mods have you got that's using carton roll and paper? Actually, I haven't even checked mine to be honest recently. Oh yeah, I need to get some spinach sorted out, don't I, after this? Actually, I'll have to have a look to see what I've got in storage as well. Let's see. So, obviously, that is almost out of wood, so it's, yeah, okay. That has had some wood chips come over, but not a lot. Ooh. I wonder if I can see it. Nope. I won't in here. Might have to transport some manually into there. Let's have a look. I don't know if it's going to show the number. Oh, there's another spot. That's weird. Yeah, so one, if you ever do find that there's certain spots that don't seem to plant like this, obviously this is the second one I've now found. Sometimes what I find is painting it another texture, then doing a fresh plow with field create should correct that. Yeah. Um, I've had that a couple of times also on Canyon Crossing, in all honesty. I had it as well a couple of times and I had to go through. I literally ploughed it, first went through, ploughed it once it was harvested, ploughed it normally, went back, ploughed it with field create on. Neither seemed to work. Just changing the texture and then ploughing it seems to sort it out. It's really crazy. Don't know why. No, can't see it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a fair bit in storage there, so I'll have to get that sorted out as well. But yeah, to be honest, this lot's probably going to go into storage anyway, so my storage is right by the sawmill. I could kill two birds with one stone, so yeah. But it's really weird how that happens. I don't know if it's just a glitch in the game or something that happens. But yeah, it's very, very weird, that's for sure. But yeah, if you ever do come up with that, just try going into the paint tool. Maybe choose grass or something random. And yeah, then go through with a plough with create field on it. And it should, in theory, sort itself out. Oh, bang. But yes, 3 NBC carton shops, really. Dang it. Let's think. Drywall. Model factory. I'm trying to think of everything that I've currently got that takes paper roll or carton roll. Not that many. Oh, I could probably do this freehand actually. So last little bit. Yeah, not that many I don't think. Obviously, if you've got like, for example, Boomhauer's tobacco factory, I know that takes as a carton roll or paper roll in that. So that might eat it up as well. I don't know how much he's got it set as. But yes, oh, we're full. So yeah. And then obviously if you've got any mods off of the in-game mod hub that take it as well, that's definitely going to eat up very, very quickly. Oh yeah, 3. No space, no space, Mamadou, and just a normal lowercase f should suffice. Oh, I think I might have just hit it. Did it? There we go. Look at that. Dang. Okay, we'll stop you there a minute. You've never had trouble? Yeah. The only trouble I have is usually not supplying it enough wood to keep it running. That's about the only time I've had issues, which is right now actually. I need to get another couple of loads into all of my sawmills and such. Unfortunately, harvest time is priority time. Come on. But yeah, saying that, oh man, I just suddenly thought, now having that, if I'm going to use all my wood chips for NBC's factory, I'm not going to have nothing to sell in January. No! That's fine. Ooh, a little field of carrots. But look at all those weeds. No thank you. Yes. To be honest, if the factory shut down, then they shut down at the end of the day. I will get around to them at some point. I'm not really too worried. I think this actually, so this year, apart from selling gold bars, I barely sold anything this year. It's not good. The nice thing is next year, when I do come around to selling again, hopefully, I'll have a fair bit in storage, and then I can make a fair bit of money that way. yeah, well, I start off with about 29 million at the beginning, if not more actually, beginning of this year. And yeah, I haven't, yeah, actually, most of the money gone is gone towards factory upkeeps and stuff like that, the farm upkeeps. It's blinking expensive once you get all the factories down and up and running. It really is. Actually, the one I do find does seem to take a lot is the steel mill. That, in my opinion, price-wise on the upkeep is quite high. So I might have to look into that at some point and maybe lower it a bit. Oh, my mouse has just died. Come on, come back. Do you need plugged back in? Is that what it is? Okay, we'll get you in a sec. Let me grab you a second. Let's bring that cable over there. There we go. There we go. That's better. Ready. But yeah, at some point I've got all these trees I've got to clear as well. But yeah, it's busy, that's for sure. And obviously my little spruces that I planted are starting to definitely grow quite well. I'm liking it. And if I don't get a deer over here, I would be highly surprised with all these trees now here. Yeah. This is why I like spruces. Because they look so pretty. They do. But anyway, let's do this quickly. We'll drop this off here. Little pop up. There we go. Before I forget, I'm going to get rid of this carpenter's. And I want to buy that one. Because I want to test something. Buy. There we go. Okay, there is the unload thing. Manage. Okay. I need to sort this out as well. Okay, so I'm just going to activate that, activate that, activate that. Hopefully, once I've got some wood or something, I can get that into here. If not, I'm sure planks and long planks can be brought over. Actually, question. I set the other one on to spawning anything? Not yet, okay. Hey there, Madeira, how you doing? Actually, what if I got anything in storage? Power logistics, planks, long planks. PL. Not really. Well, there's a little bit right there, so that might go through. So that's the only thing I do find I struggle with is planks and long planks and beams and stuff. Obviously, I've got 1, 2, 3 sawmills now up and running, and yeah, they're struggling. Anyway, oh yeah, wood chips for NBC's paper factory. So let's get that sorted out quickly. And let's bring that up so I can see. Now this is one thing I don't get. So I've watched people's streams, like for example PJ Trap, and I've noticed whenever she goes to a trigger, she gets a little load pop-up down here at the bottom. I have never got that, and I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Let me go across a bit because I'm not quite getting it there. I'm thinking, is that from a mod? Is there a setting I've missed? See? Okay, I'm getting it up here, but I don't get anything down here. I get it when I'm unloading, but I get it when I want to unload, but I don't get anything for filling, and I don't know why or what is causing that. If anybody knows, let me know. because it would be helpful to have an unload. And I'm sure I've seen Green Thumb Farmer have it as well. I'm sure he gets the pop-up as well, so I don't know. It's weird. You're good. You have been away for a few days. Why do you need 3 sawmills? Because they don't produce enough planks and long planks for all of the factories, including the woodwork stuff. So I ended up putting this one down up here, primarily for obviously building the roller coaster, but then to also supply this lot up here. Yeah, these are the ones by JD Fan from the Silver Run map. Oh, yes. But the only problem is I really don't want to go through again and tweak the sawmills, in all honesty, so I'd rather put one extra one down just in case. There we go. There we are. I have no idea how much this is going to take. Is it going to take the whole freaking lot? Saying that, if it takes all that, then that, ooh. That is kind of cool, because that should keep it going, I would imagine, for quite some time. Yeah, look at that. Holy cripes. Ugh. We'll see how that does. I should actually set them to spawn just to see how much you're getting out of there. See, technically... Ooh, that's gone through a heck of a lot of wood chips an hour. Oh! Or a month, I should say. Ooh. Okay. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, let's get back to doing my sugar beets. But yes. Yeah, all of these trees, is what I was thinking, is replacing these with like spruces, lodgepole pine, or mixing in the spruces with these. I'm not sure how the two would mix together for a forestry area. Might have to do that on a test map and just throw in a load of spruces and see. Oh, that looks so bare there now. Oh man. I'm gonna have to find at least one little factory just placed there to replace that one, I think. I think I've got all of the ones from JD's pack. 1, 2, 3. Let me have a look. Actually, something there visually. Factories. Da, 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 da. Obviously, there is another possibility of a sawmill there. I don't know. Let's have a little look. See what. Look. Yeah. See that'd be too small. Sugar mill, debris crusher, cooperage. Got one on the map already. Rope maker, too big. Tailor shop, bakery. Also, want to try and keep it in the sort of sawmill type thing. Spinnery. Nope. See, actually, if this was a little bit smaller, that might have been quite nice in there. Hey, Brew Crew, how you doing? I'm not breaking anything. I'm just having a look at things. I've got a wood turner. I got a pet accessory. Fancy furniture, flooring tile, shingle, picture frame. Oh man, that's tiny. That is tiny. Nope, not good. And if you guys are not following Brew Crew 304, make sure you click on that link. Give them a follow, guys. think it needs to be like the glue with 48 cycles. Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. Pallet factory. Just out of interest. Yeah. See, it could technically go with 4 sawmills. Maybe bring that across like that, for example. No, I think that's enough. And I think I've. Oh no. I almost thought I've lost my blinking sounds again, but no, it's still there. Kind of looking. Yes, and at some point I do need to find a place to put this guy down. Well, I kind of got an idea where I want to put him. I just haven't got the area cleared yet. This is actually that's the only factory I think I've got here that isn't placed down yet. But to be honest, I haven't been producing enough corn to really have to put it down. In all honesty, I've got everything else there: coffee, shell. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, you think it needs to be 48 cycles? Did I set it to 48 cycles on the glue factory? It shouldn't be. Actually, what was it? I only doubled it from what it previous was. Let's have a look. Glue factory, glue factory, glue factory. 3M. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, 24 hours in a day, doubled up. Yeah, 48. Yes. Losing it. Yes. 2 cycles an hour, basically, that was doing. Makes sense, yes. And, oh, by the way, yeah, sorry. Oh, heck. Beep. Frenzy, Georgia. Sorry if I butchered that. Thank you very much for that follow. Much appreciated. But yes, and also welcome in. Welcome in. And I actually realised I went the wrong blinking way. Well, no, I could do a quick spinach run as well. I only need about 50,000 litres, I think. Should be enough. So we'll grab that quickly from my little makeshift storage for the minute. And we'll get that into the pig food mixer and that's sorted out. Here we go. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Definitely gonna need to get is at some point is a spinach storage. Oh, my chickens are getting full. Okay. Am I over the trigger? Probably not. Nope. Okay. There. Peas, spinach. Yeah, I put peas into it, but I just suddenly realised that that can go into Green Thumb Farmers one, so yes. Need a Popeye sound. Every time someone mentions spinach, yeah, ka 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 ka. Indeed, brew, indeed. Yeah, right about there, it should be fine. Yes. They are, yeah, I got the texture a little bit wrong on them. Yes, indeed. But it's fine, it's on a temporary storage. I'm not really too bothered about it. Once it's emptied out, it'll be gone bye-bye. Yes. But yeah. Next one. There we go. But yeah, overall my animals are doing well, the farm is doing really good, so I'm happy, that's the main thing. My factories are plodding on, ticking over. One thing I do want to do is sit down properly and look at some of the other factories that I don't really look at much, like Campbell's for example, the sugar factory, and just see how they're getting along. Ooh. And also, there's several crops that I've probably not even put into them in a long old while. So yeah, definitely need to work on that. And at some point I need to get some sugar beet cuts sorted out, because I would imagine the sugar factory is probably out of them at the minute. And the nice thing is I'm kind of getting to know my way around this map. Oh, yes. I've got plenty of sugar beets, I've got plenty of sugar cane, but the one that always seems to trip me up is the sugar beet cuts. I did have, I think it was about 500,000 litres of it last year, and I'm pretty sure it's already gone through most of that, if not all of it already. Yikes. But yeah, this is something I don't know if it was the same in 19 here. Oh, not 19. In 15 is obviously you've got this lovely little forest run right here, but it doesn't link into the main road. And it's the same on the other side. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like really random. It's almost like it's not quite finished right. See, like here, where's this meant to go? Is it meant to go over here towards the mine? Does it come over here towards Campbell's? Does it come cut in between the two fields here? Who the heck knows? But yeah, I don't know if that was planned and if it was like that in 15, the original version. So yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just me, but the map at times feels like it just wasn't quite finished when it was released. It's weird. But then again, it gives people a little something to do themselves, which is quite nice. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I think, yeah, they'll... Ooh. Yeah, the spinach leaves. They're super spinach. That's what it is. Yeah, another thing as well, right here as well, this little grassy bits, that's another bit that I still need to go through and sort out. So there's a lot of little projects still to do. Here we go. Lots and lots of little projects. Yeah, like this part here. See, what I'd probably do is just have a load of trees around here, just to make it look a little bit more natural rather than just all grass. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, that might be a little project for the winter period to do. If I get a moment or two free. Here we go, let's pop you there. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking over this winter period, there's obviously on the other side of the bank there, is just to plant a buttload of trees, spruces or something, and make a nice hedgerow. Hide the island, shall we say, a little bit more. So I don't really want to put fields in because they're not going to be that big, so yeah, I think a nice tree line going across there would be quite nice. Obviously you've got a field over there, isn't it? So, somewhere. So maybe just take it all across to maybe over here. Actually, let's have a look quickly. Yeah, lots and lots of trees and amongst all of this. Yeah. Maybe stop it a little bit here, maybe do a little couple of rows. A row or two here. See, this part right here is a pain, where it comes so close. See, the other option is, depending on how big this plot is if it's big enough to actually just extend the whole field to cover that entire area. Maybe take a little bit off of this corner, then just have one single row of trees going down there. I think that would look quite nice. Yes. Indeed. But we'll see, we shall see, we shall see. I've just harvested. How can it be that it needs weeding and ploughing? Okay, ploughing maybe, but yeah. Crazy thing. Righty then, let's get this last little bit unloaded. And we'll get the last little bit harvested. But yeah, graphics card. I wonder if there's an update to it again. There we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. How are we doing? So far, 38.3 tons per hectare. For the most part, it's stuck around this 63% yield. So not the greatest for these root crops, but it is what it is. 9.4 hectares harvested, I think that is, and then overall 73.9 hectares. Okay, so not the greatest of yields, in all honesty, with this one. But then again, precision farming, from what I've seen, doesn't really recognise red beets, parsnips, carrots, stuff like that, which is kind of a pain. I was hoping that with it being added to the base game this time around, they would have had that added in, but I guess not. Here we go. Oh, crepes, too close. Too close. Yes, I'm trying to break my trailer. There we go. Oh, there we go. Done. Alrighty then. I don't think I've got any other fields that I currently own that need this. Yeah, so the only ones left is this lot right here to harvest. Actually, I just realised something. I've got nothing by the main farm to harvest. Screwed. So, what we've got left to do over here... what's that? Is that parsnips? Okay, so we've got some parsnips. We got some carrots. And green beans. Okay, so we're heading up the hill. Grooving. Well, I've got it here. Might as well do it. Over there. Hey there, KW. How you doing, buddy? And actually, while I think about it, don't have it. Why are you not showing up? There it is, finally. And while I think about it, there is a shout out from Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. If you guys are not following him, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Oh, KW doesn't like shout outs, he doesn't stream. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, KW. go up here. I know I every now and again give him a shout out in other people's streams, but yeah, it's more of a joke. But yeah. But yeah, there is a shout out from Farmer Marks as well. Thank you, Mamadou. Actually, this is another one as well I don't own yet. Is the wagon builder? Maybe one of these days I'll have to get that added as well. Actually, just out of interest, let's get to the top here. So obviously there is certain factories that are built into the map when you start off. You can actually see them here. So biogas, not interested. Obviously you've got the wagon builder and the playground maker. Yes, they're the only ones I don't currently own. See, I can see right here, little road coming across here, but I do know somewhere, I think it's right about here, there is a mission for log transport up here. Oh man, I really neglected my fields up here. Oh my goodness, look at all those weeds. Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice, guys. Let's see. Oh, put you the wrong way. You should be right there. And that's miles away. Let's take you across a bit more. There should be fine. Oh yes, Madeira. Thank you for giving Madeira a shout out as well there, Mamadou. But yeah, if you guys have not followed any of the people that Mamadou53 has given a shout out to, make sure to click on the links, give her a follow, or give them a follow I should say. And also if you're not following Mamadou as well, make sure to let you give her a follow as well and check her out. I think actually what this was, it was a purchased field. So I didn't actually do much over here. Same with that one there. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of weeds in here. But yeah, this one here was one of my fields that I previously created. Not a single weed. Same with this one here. There shouldn't be any weeds at all. But yeah, obviously one of the things I do need to do is, depending on whether these two fields stay, I need to do any form of, actually it's that one and that one, isn't it? Ploughing. I might just leave it and carry on as normal. I don't know. You'll see. Yes. The joys of buying an AI field. There we go. A little bit of parsnip. But said that as it's a root crop, obviously root crops always need to be ploughed up afterwards. So yeah, what I might just do is plough this field and the other root crops up here once they're done. And I'm kind of considering just creating one big field over here, make life that a little bit easier. Yeah, it is what it is. I get a bit of a hit on the weeds, but overall, I don't care at the minute. I'm still in my, what, first proper in-game year? Is this the first year or second year now? Can't remember. Might be the second year. But yeah, look at the yield down here. It's red. It is not good. Root crops are evil in my case in this game, I think, when it comes to precision farming. I'm actually getting a 52% yield. Oh my goodness gracious me, that is not nice. That is horrible. Oh. Yes. Evil root crops. Actually, I might as well just do it myself, hadn't I? I'm sure I've got the gist of this now. Actually, to be honest, thinking about it, even my potatoes. Hang on, let me just check something. I'm sure even the potatoes had a bad yield percentage or whatever precision farm score thing. Let's have a look. Yeah, 65. That didn't go up at all. Hardly. Obviously, this field had been ploughed, direct seeded, weeded, the whole everything, fertilized, the whole lot, and for some reason it's just not recognizing any of that. Limed as well. It's crazy. The only thing it did recognize was what one was that? The soil sampling and a little bit of the weed control. All the rest, nothing. It's crazy. Root crops are evil. They are. They are evil. Might as well shove them in the greenhouse and be done with it. On a kid. No, please. No, that's a terrible idea. That is not good. There we go. Yes, I think taking a crop off of the field and putting it into a greenhouse is probably the worst thing anyone can do, and the modder that comes up with that kind of mod should be shot, in my opinion. And the person who uses those greenhouses should be hung, drawn and quartered. On a kidding. I'm only kidding, I'm only kidding. The only reason I'm kidding is because I do know that there's somebody out there who has been using that sort of stuff. I'm not going to say who, but yes, they know who they are. But I don't see the point. If it's a plantable crop, why put it into a greenhouse and do it that way? It just does not make sense. It's like people go on about saying, oh yeah, we'd love to have extra crops in the game, this, that and the other. As soon as it's added, they freaking get a modder to throw it into a greenhouse, and yeah, it's like, well, why? I don't get it. Same with the grapes and the olives. Okay, I know it's a bit of a pain in the behind doing the grapes and olives, but Giants took their time to figure out how to get it in game, to make it workable, and as soon as it's added, people don't like it. They may use it once, and then yeah, end up downloading a freaking greenhouse that does it for you, and it's like, why? Why not just freaking place the grapes down, place the olives down, and do it the way that Giants want you to do? It doesn't make sense. Oh no, I wasn't. Oh, have you got that there, Farm Marks? I didn't realise you did. If you have, I was thinking of someone else. Well, yeah. Also, you got these this green. I know there's a mod on the in-game mod hub that has literally, I think it's nearly every crop in the game, all in a greenhouse that's growable. It's like, really? Yeah, I just don't get why anybody would do that. People scream out for having more crops in the game, this, that and the other, and as soon as it's added, it's like, yeah, let's shove that into a little production and do it that way instead. And Mr. Farming Trucker, thank you very much for the 10 stream streak, much appreciated. Oh, that's fine. What's Mr. T-Murder stream up to? What, 141? I think it is now. On the stream streak, or 142, I can't remember. You don't have time to do grapes and olives, really. I don't know. then quit playing the game, or don't put them down, or don't use them. Don't put the grapes factory, any factory that needs grapes and olives down then. Easy. Oh, I don't know. You guys are terrible. Why are you doing there, farming chocolate, by the way? Oh fudge! I just realised where I am. Okay, I'm gonna have to cheat. I'm sorry, guys. I am not. See, there we go. Oh, what's that got there? So that's got the tillage. It's got the soil sample, but all the rest, nothing. Oh well. The joys of buying fields. That's far too far to walk. I'm just gonna do it this way. But yes, at some point my poplar over here will be ready to rock and roll as well. So that'll be getting harvested soon, hopefully. See, that's another good way of making a hedgerow as well. If you're after a little hedgerow somewhere, like a road or something, poplar, it's perfect. It really, really is. It gives you good height, and obviously, what every I don't know what's it. 9 months, 12 months, whatever it is, you get to harvest it and yeah, sell it and make a little bit of money. Oh, it's great fun. See, now there's what they need to add into the foliage tool is a little bit of poplar tree or something. I don't know. Or that's another thing as well. Obviously, 22 we had placeable poplar trees. Do you remember them? The big tall ones. I had quite a few down on Canyon Crossing, mainly in the middle where the vehicle shop is. Up and around that area, there was loads of those poplar trees. They're the great one, but the only problem is they lose the green foliage. So yeah, during the summer it looked great. In the winter, it was completely bare. That's one reason I like the spruces. How about poplar? No, no. At the end of the day, poplar just gives you wood chips basically. So why not just grow it or chop some trees down? You don't have to plant. That's one of the ones that you really don't really have to plant, in all honesty. But it is one I have done quite a bit in the past. Actually, to be honest, I had about 2 or 3 dedicated fields on PB County just for growing poplar. I was really crazy back then, but it had a better use back then for making fuel. Pretty sure, was it fuel that was used? I can't remember. Pretty sure it was. Yes. Now you got obviously Green Thumb Farmers one, which takes poplar, but you also need corn in there as well. It's like, oh really? No, that's evil. Alright, let's get this going. But yeah, that is horrible. It really is. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, I didn't even realise, to be honest, that Green Thumbs needed corn and wood chips. I really didn't. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have added in his wood production. Or diesel production, I should say. Like a biofuel. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure it's in 19. The fuel factory had an option of just having wood chips. But I think Dave decided to add in sorghum or something like that instead. Oh, that seems like a lifetime ago, it really does. It really, really does. PV County for FS19. Wow. That was definitely a map and a half to play. Loved it. I think on that map I actually spent the first, what, 300 hours? Not really focusing on the farming, but focusing on getting everything built, all the bridges built, all the factories built. It was crazy, it really was. Hey there, Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Yes. I do miss that is a map I definitely miss. I really do. Now the thing is, if I was ever to go back, would I? That's the thing. Would I go back to PV County and either restart or carry on with one of the save game? I have no idea. I really don't know. Actually, there's a little thought for you guys. So, if you were to go back to PV County for FS19, would you? If you say you just had enough of FS25 and you couldn't be bothered with FS22, would you go back to... Actually, there you go. If you had enough of FS25, would you go back to either FS19 or FS22? So FS19 you had PV County as Dajnet's primary kick-ass map. Excuse my language. There was also PV Industries. You had the Pleasant Valley map, which was a 4X. And also the original Uncharted. And obviously FS22, you had Wolf Creek, Uncharted Pompey's Edition by JD Fan, and then obviously Canyon Crossing. We also had NBC Acres, oh heck, Underhill Valley by NBC as well. So quite a few in 22 actually, which is interesting, think about it. But yeah, also Mr. Juror says he can go back to FS19. But yeah, what about the rest of you guys? And have you considered actually doing it since 25 has come out? I haven't yet. Maybe I should. Because obviously I do keep seeing several comments on Facebook regarding FS22 and FS19 stuff. Actually, I seen one the other day, and I haven't got a clue because I've never really played the map. Is what was it? Something to do with the Industries map in multiplayer. It's not recognising it for some reason. But then again, that could be the same issue a lot of people on 25 are having the same issue with, not being able to play maps on servers, but fine in single player. Hey Scully, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, I'm not having too bad of a day anyway, so yeah, not too bad at all. And we are full. Right, let me just make sure that that pipe is up high. Yes, it is. There we go. And somewhere up here. Yes, pH bad. Nitrogen's good though. Oh, so do root crops add in the nitrogen? See, I've even come through with this lot as well and thrown some lime on these fields, and it's still showing bad. I just don't get it at all. Thankfully, root crops only need to be planted once, I think, every couple of in-game years personally. Once you've done a couple of fields, that will definitely last you for a fair few years. So most of this next year could be, I don't know, maybe soybean or a grain of some kind. So that's one bonus. The other thing I do need to keep on top of is at least potatoes and maybe some sugar beets. That's the only things I need to worry about. But anyway, I love episode 19, but without distribution, it would be. I would have to say episode 22. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can't distribute on FS19. It's all truck simulator now, isn't it? Once you get late game. Saying that, obviously you got. I think actually the auto drive back then seemed to work a lot better than it does nowadays, in my opinion. You think with it getting further on, okay, they've improved certain things, but in my opinion, auto drive for 25 anyway, for me personally, has been a complete crock. It just has not worked properly since day one, really. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, it is one of those things, unfortunately. Yeah, I used auto drive on PV County quite a lot, and very rarely ever ran into issues. Now the only thing that I will say is I don't miss is what don't I miss from 19? I have no idea, to be honest. But yeah, I liked 19. That was fun. Being able to build those bridges. Obviously, we've got a lot of buildable stuff now, but it was just a lot nicer with Global Company. It hasn't been quite the same since. That's for sure. Hectate says yes for FS19. Just don't have the time. Yeah. Yes. Actually, I think. Oh. Ooh. How about that? Just had a thought of maybe a flashback week or something. Maybe go back through my old save games and maybe do a stream of each. Oh, there we go. Oh man, I don't know if I'd have enough time for everything. Maybe once a week. Maybe the Wednesday stream. See, that's a 3 hour. I could do, like, say, 1 week PV County, 1 week Uncharted for FS19, 1 week for Canyon Crossing to help answer any questions as well people have about the maps. Maybe, yeah, pop in on Wolf Creek, see how that's getting on. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. That's a month's worth all done right there. That might be worth doing actually. I might have to do that just to do like a flashback Wednesday or something. I don't know. Can't really do it on a Friday because a couple of hours are only. Yeah, we'll get nothing done then. Gotta go and enjoy it. Alright, Tony, thanks for popping in. Yes. I might have to set that up for maybe next month. July. Yeah, maybe for July, what I'll do is every Wednesday I'll do a different farming simulator game or map, whatever. So maybe start off with FS19, PV County. Then the following week we'll pop over to FS19, Uncharted. Check out the map that I got going over there. Obviously that'll probably please T Miller because he loves that map. And then we could do the following week FS22, maybe on Wolf Creek to start off with, and then finishing off with a little bit of Canyon Crossing. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, you are full. Okay. There we go. It would be hard watching you do county and not being told. Exactly. Yeah. I think that's what everybody would probably think. Fuck it. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. That is a good idea. I'm going to load up some of my old save games and see how it goes. To be honest, well, I've actually got 2 save games. I don't know which one I'd go with, so that's the thing. Would I want to go with the one where I've got everything built and pretty much up and running, or would I go with this second one that I started after I started streaming, where some of it's built, but most of it not? See, now that's the thing. Obviously, start afresh, really? That's a possibility. That is a possibility. That one I'll have to think about, though. Would I want to do a fresh start just for one stream? I don't know. uh, there we go. Let's get this unloaded. Would I want to do a fresh start just to show the map off? Oh, yes. We'll see regarding that one. I suppose if I was to maybe start off, say, half the stream, with just showing the map before anything's built, then maybe load up my other map that has everything built on it, might give people an option on where they go if they are playing FS19, and obviously I can show things off once they're built. It's an idea. Then again, I don't know if I'll get much done in there, but we'll see. We shall see, but yeah. And probably like a lot of people, FS19 PV County was my very, very first Dashnet map that I played. If anybody wasn't aware, obviously that was it was introduced to me by Mouse2222 over on YouTube. I actually popped in on a few of his streams, watched him playing the map, seen all these funky things where he was building bridges and building storages and factories, and think, well, that's kind of interesting. And obviously asked a few questions, this, that and the other. Obviously at the time I was playing on a laptop, and yeah, it's kind of all kicked off from there. Ended up downloading the map because I wasn't even sure if it would even run on my laptop. Luckily it did. Yeah, and it's all history from there on in. Also we had the tunnels where you had the dynamite, you could blow up all the tunnels in the mining area. Oh, yes. Now you're talking. But yeah, all thanks to you guys and Mr. MP7 Reaper and that. Yes, after he found out that I was actually playing on a laptop, he ended up getting together with a lot of you guys, created my computer, built it from bits and pieces the Master 86 you had, and of Amazon and stuff like it was, and yeah, got that shipped over, and yes, I've been going ever since. God, the memories. Actually, that time when my computer was down because of the PSU, I did play a little bit of Uncharted back then. So yeah, but yeah, it just didn't feel quite right. It really didn't. I don't know why. Playing FS19. Just bring that up to here. There we go. Yes. Yes. Wow. Carrots are quite good actually. Look at that. 112% on the yield. So that isn't bad. Okay, so parsnips are evil. um. Yes. I'll have to have a think about that. It might be that I load up my second save game. I started specifically for when I was streaming. I might do that because that actually has still some bridges to be built, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of tunnels still to be cleared. But yeah, that's one thing that will probably never be back. And obviously is the dynamite. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. Yes. For that to happen, we'd probably need Global Company back. Oops, there we go. Right, well, as this is actually full, I am actually going to take a quick break, guys, just to get a fresh top up. And Little Woody 15, thank you very much for the follow. And welcome in. Yeah, so I'm going to take a quick couple of minutes break, stretch my legs, get a fresh top up because my cup here is empty, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, guys. Let's see. There we go. Ready. So, I was actually looking at the calendar for next month, and obviously there's 1, 2, 3, 4, nearly 5 weeks in July. Obviously, the 30th of this month is a Monday. So I'm kind of actually thinking now is maybe do one map playthrough per week, starting on the 30th of this month. So the Monday the 30th, be the Wednesday the 2nd, and Friday the 4th of July. That week, I would do, say, PV County. The following week, which would be the 7th, the 9th, and the 11th, I could do, say, PV Uncharted of FS19. The following week to that, it would be the 14th, 16th, and 18th. I could do FS22, maybe PV Wolf Creek, and then the following week, which would be the 21st, 23rd, and 25th, I could go on to Canyon Crossing for FS22, and then that last week, which would be the 28th, 30th, and then the 1st of August, I could come back on to this map to finish off FS19, FS22, and FS25. So then you're not only just getting one 3-hour stream on a map, you're getting 3 streams of, let's see, 7 hours in total. So I think that would probably be more beneficial. Where are you? There we go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, all of next month would be a throwback month. It goes back to all the old maps. I think that will work quite well. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I will do. Who knows? Might be able to actually doing the 3 streams each week on just one map would probably help those out who maybe missed the previous streams to get answers and questions and stuff done. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, let's go back all along that side just so lined up properly. So yeah, FS19, 22 and 25 all in the same month. That's going to be fun. That is going to be a fun one to remember all that stuff. Obviously going all the way back to FS19, I haven't played FS19 properly for quite some time, so it's going to be quite a thing to try and remember everything that was going on back then. But yeah, I've got all my save games, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And I think I've got all of the mods somewhere on my D drive, so it shouldn't take too long to get them all loaded straight up. But what's weird, I was looking obviously on the calendar on my phone whilst I was grabbing a drink and such, and I was looking and was thinking, there's this one here on the 11th, and it says hip surgery. I think, what the heck is this? So I tapped on it and realised it's somebody else's comment. I'm getting stuff coming through from the SGA members as well. I guess they've still got their Google Calendars linked to the SGA one, like I do. It's crazy. Yes. But hopefully that surgery goes well for that person, so yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting month. Oh my goodness, that is for definite. All those different maps to play, and trying to remember what I was doing and what needed to be done and such. uh, Memories. But yeah, I think what I'd probably do with, especially PB County, is I'll probably load up my second save game that I started when I started streaming, and play on that one, because obviously there was a lot on that that still needed to be done. And obviously if I needed to show anything off, I could probably do it there quite easily. There we go. Here we are. I've got a feeling my truck is going to need to be emptied out. Let's look after this yet. But yeah, so if you've got any questions about FS19, FS22 maps, maybe save them up for those streams the next month. Obviously, if it's urgent, then yeah, you're more than welcome to message me, and I'll try and get them answered. But yeah, I do know that there is people out there that are still playing FS19 and FS22, so yes, that'll be fun. Might have to post something on the Facebook group just to say, by the way, if anybody's still playing FS19 or 22, next month I will be streaming them to answer questions and such. And I think right about there. There we go. Where's the road there? Actually, at some point I need to get that dude back up and running. Actually, I might just have a look quickly before I take this through. Just see how much is left in that. You're up and running, you're doing good, you're fine. Let's see. Okay, he's fine. He is fine. Yes, my little water distribution silo there. Obviously, I want to keep it topped up as much as I can, but yeah. It's got plenty, but obviously that water is going over to like greenhouses and wherever else it needs to go, which is quite nice. Da, 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 da. There we go. Actually, I was thinking, I don't think I really did too much landscaping in FS19. I was more like removing stuff, to be honest, to make it run that little bit smoother. Oh, so it's gonna be definitely interesting. Actually, Uncharted is probably going to be the one map where I've had to try my best to do like I think that's where I actually started liking landscaping, because obviously that was just like a no man's land, and yeah, just had to try and make it my own little thing. There we go. And parsnips. Oh, can I beat the train? That's gonna be the question. Can I? Can I? Can I do it? Can I? Probably not. I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to go for it. Ah! Phew. There we go. Actually, I should really do some tree cutting as well today. Either today or maybe Friday I'll do some tree cutting just to get that carpenters up and running. And maybe get a couple into the sawmills as well. So FS90 Uncharted, where we plan. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, I'd forgot about that, Don. Well done. Yeah, yeah. We had Thunders. Oh, I can't think of what it was called, but yeah, we had to take up the license plates and rocks and materials and all that. Yes, that was very very cool. Oh, actually, I just noticed my chickens are still saying they're full. I need to keep them plucking away. Oh, what was it called? What was it called? What was it called? The. I can't even think of what the picking mob was called now. Rocky Fields. Let's jump into you. Yes. Rocky Fields mod. You had the license plates, you had gemstones, um, bits of steel popping up or metal. Oh yeah. Yes. Shame that never actually came to like 22, in all honesty. Or was even brought over to like 25. That would have been very interesting. I think it was it during Wolf Creek when that was being developed. I know I think it was Dave or Boomhauer did speak to Thunder about possibly getting it brought back or added, but nothing really got there. Still a bit close. Can I remember which key is it? That one? Nope, nope. That one. Yes. Rocky Fields. Oh. I think I'm probably one of the many. I never actually got around to finding all of the license plates as well. I think T Miller mentioned he had about 3 or 4 that he still hadn't found. Oh, and you had the bottles as well, the bottle collection. Oh, yes. But yeah, there's actually a few models I was just thinking of on the Uncharted map that could technically come back at any time and be reused. I know in FS22 I kind of repurposed, oh, which one was it? The smaller concrete factory, I think it was. I used it for... Oh, heck. Oh yeah, the was it iron ore? So we could use like stuff from Silveron map. Yes. Well, I'm not down low enough. Actually, I think I've still got that model somewhere as well. Kill. Kinda wish I didn't park all those tractors next door to my chickens. Oh well, it is what it is. Fudge monkeys. Can I go any further out? Nope, okay. I can always get that one later. And then again, there's a few collectibles to be found. Yeah. But yeah, there's so much to that map that I never even got touched. It's crazy. Actually, I might be able to get it now. To get a better angle. There we go. Yeah, that is one mod that I'm going to try and remember. I might have to load up before I start streaming that map. Uncharted. Oh, just to remember all the key bindings and stuff. Make Get a big piece of paper and jot right. This is what you need to do for this. This is what you need to do for that. uh, let's grab these other ones while we're at it. Nope, it's that one. There. Yes, I think I've actually still got those save games videos on my YouTube. Might have to watch a few of them back as well, just to jog my memory. That's one nice thing with streaming, to be honest. Where I've literally saved all of my streams over onto YouTube, all of them are there, so I can just go over there and think, oh, okay, that's where I was, that's where I left off. Okay, I can carry on from there. uh, Last one. But yeah, I do agree. Dynamite, Rocky Fields are probably two of the things I missed from FS19. Currently, from FS22, what do I miss? The additional animals. Oh, excuse me. So things like the cats, the what was it? Cats, the dogs, the donkeys, not donkeys, the ducks. Them I miss. Plus, there's not a lot from 22 that I miss out. In all honesty, thinking about it. Crazy. Actually, at the minute, the only thing I do miss is probably oh, come on, there we go. Is the production revamp mod, but hopefully that will be coming to 25 very soon. Obviously, I think the aim was by the end of this year that would be coming in. So we just got to wait for Mr. Braven on that one. Hey Joseph, how you doing over on YouTube? Welcome in, buddy. There we go. Right then, I'm going to take this car over rather than going into the map and tabbing over. It's terrible. New to the channel, however. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, well, thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. So, yeah, we are playing on BB Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnet. So, I'm obviously into my August harvest season currently. Let's see, we've done so far today 2 sorghum fields, done my potato fields, was it parsnip fields, and obviously on to carrots at the minute. Yes. And it's just plodding on as always. Other mods I miss is Mobile Company, yeah. Yeah, they definitely put the bar pretty high, that's for sure. Oh, I just realised I went the wrong way. We are playing this on our server. It's an amazing map. Oh, nice one! And how you said it's an amazing map? Yeah, cool. How far on have you gotten? I have interest. What you sort of year are you up to so far, and how many are you actually playing with out of interest? Actually, one of the mods I do want to get in and try and work out a little bit more is that Terrafarm mod. I've still got it in here, but yeah, I really haven't done much with it. It works fairly okay for me. I just need to sit down and actually play with it properly. There we go. yeah, it's a pretty good map. Obviously, this was converted from FS15, which is what Dashnet's original version of the map came out. And obviously, converted over for the 10-year anniversary of the map. But I can see why people love it. I will say, for those who played the FS15 version, I'm so glad that you guys made Mr. Dashnet bring this back. Because yes, it is definitely a nice map to play on. Okay, we don't have some of the features that were maybe back then, but I like it for sure. And visually, I think it's actually probably better in 25 than it was in 15. But yeah, right, there we go. You can stay right there. We'll come back to you later on. I need to make sure that that goes back to the farm, because obviously that is my primary chicken feed truck. There we go. So I need to remember, it should be this side again. There we go. For this thing. I'm actually kind of glad that Dave never went back to FS19. I know he did want quite a few times to go back to 19. For that, I would have had to learn all of Global Company modding again. Or all of it in general, to be honest. I think the way it's done in 22 and 25, in my opinion, is so much easier. It really is, the way Giants have set things up. Obviously with the help of Mr. Raven for certain things. Oh yes. Definitely worth it. Let's see, just finish your first bridge. Nice, well done, congratulations. You have 6 daily players and 3 companies: mining, forestry, construction, and recovery. Oh, nice. Nice. So yeah, that is definitely a way of playing the map for sure. Cool. Yeah, obviously at this point, obviously I'm on what, year 6 now. I've got all bar 1 of the productions down. The only one I need to get down at some point soon, I think, is obviously the whiskey factory. I know some people will put it in that forestry area, which was originally the truffle forest in FS15 up by the mine. But I do know a lot of people actually in this forest up ahead here by the sawmill. A lot of people have been putting their moonshine, as it were, there. Actually, I'm going to have a look again at something. Where are we? Because obviously you want to have it hidden away, don't you? So, what would be easiest? Come through the sawmill. I think it was like, was it in here? I was thinking. Excuse me. I think it was in this little area here. I originally thought I might put it. But I know that Mr. Farmer Marx, bless his cotton socks, he has been clearing little plots here, little plots there, and putting quite a few factories up here. See, now this is actually what I would think would be quite a nice area for mining as well, where you've got lots of trees, but then you've got these little cutouts where a mining area could potentially be. Ooh, look at that, we can see underneath the map. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, then again, you've got all these rocks that you'd have to break up. And oh, I know, was it yesterday or Monday? I can't remember when it was dropped. But there's a handheld jackhammer that's on the in-game mod hub. Has anybody tried that with these rocks, and does it work properly? Or even up in the mining area? Obviously, I've got all my tunnels up in the mine cleared. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool actually. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Obviously, coming down to this height would be best. Let's see. So the sawmill is around the corner up here. Okay. I'm actually thinking maybe this little corner here. Let's have a look. Whiskey factory down here. Yeah, look at that. Just need to clear, let's say, half a dozen, maybe a dozen trees. That might work quite well there. Yeah, that would work out quite well right there. Hmm. I might have to do that. I might have to do that. Just take that little bit of a corner out with the trees. There's only maybe a dozen trees there to pull out. Maybe a little bit of a flattening there might need to be done. Oops. But apart from that, that gives me some ideas. Hello, birdies. But yeah, for anybody who may have missed Farmer Mark's stream this morning, he's actually got a new butcher shop on his save game. Yeah, that also utilizes obviously the pigs, the cows, the sheep, chickens, and horses. Yes, you can take your horses to this slaughterhouse, and you get horse meat out of it, and yeah, it's kind of evil to be honest. See, that's one thing I would do. If I was to do the butcher shop, I would add in an option for bones as an extra output, I think. Because obviously bones are especially from horses anyway, are the primary thing that used to be used to make glue. Yeah, did a little bit of research, and yeah, back in the old days, they used to boil up the bones until they were basically mush, as it were, and then use that to create the glue. Which is kind of crazy. Yes. Add in horses to the butcher. Maybe have horse meat as an output, but yeah. And then have obviously on each product line have bones that then go into the glue factory. Yeah, glue to the glue factory, bones to the glue factory, I should say, to make glue. Then again, we've got the calcium carbonate, so yeah, same sort of thing. Yes. Actually, what was kind of weird, because obviously I was lurking, and at one point he obviously was talking about the slaughterhouses, Farmer Mark this morning. And obviously he was saying about the pigs, the cows, the sheep, the chickens, horses. And then the next thing he's on talking about is a chicken nugget factory. And I was thinking, really? You take horse meat to the chicken place to make chicken nuggets? Not sure about that. But yeah, it turns out it was only the chicken meat or something you took over there. But yeah. If anybody wanted to check it out, you're more than welcome to. Look for mods by the Snake, and yeah, he has a fair few mods out there. Some of them do need fixed, but yeah, hopefully he's got some of them corrected by now. Yes, that's what I came to realise. Yeah, the nugget factory only takes chicken meat to make the nuggets. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. It was just the way it came across to me, or the way he was talking. It sounded like almost like he took the horse meat over to the chicken nugget place. Uh, yes. Actually, that's. I'll give you guys a thought. So, back in FS22, when I was kind of originally learning how to do the factories and stuff, it was actually the Snakes mods that gave me a way to add in products onto a map without them having to physically be added into the map for creating and testing and such, which is also the way it's now set up, well, since Canyon Crossing really. So all the pallets, all the field types and such are now in the factories rather than the map itself, which allows the maps to be kept smaller and yeah, or have more in them, should we say now. So yeah, it's all because of the snake. He pointed me in the right direction to create the factories back in 22. Yes, you can change the recipe to take the chicken fillet. Yes, you could. Yep. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, to be honest, what you could technically do is do one of a couple of things. One, just add the horse into JD Fan's butcher shop that we've got, if you really wanted to, and have it as a horse output. You can take the factory, change it so chicken meats, I think it is an additional output if you really wanted to. But you can also add chicken fillet into that chicken nugget factory. So yeah, there's things you could quite easily do if you wanted to utilise all of the mods and stuff. So there we go. But yes, I don't know. Horses in the butchers. It's not right in my opinion. And actually, I don't know. Is there anywhere that still actually eats horse meat in the world? Maybe the French or something. I don't know. Especially if they are very lean meat, from what I understand. Actually, I want to check something a sec. Because obviously we've got this to see. Maybe Brazil. I'm actually wondering if horse meat has a particular name as well. Or is it just called horse meat? It's not really saying here. Just click on there. No, it's not actually saying if it has a particular name. It's just called horse meat, I guess. Okay. Alright, sidetracked, sorry. But yeah, from the looks of it, it's still very big in like places like Europe and Asia. Okay. Is he you can change the recipe to take the chicken fillet from this map. And can you send it to me to test? Oh, if you... There we go. Yeah, actually, I think that was something I thought about in 22. Actually, is having like bones coming out of the butcher factory, but it was never actually implemented. I think that would have been a kind of a nice thing, but yeah, also we would have had to have a pallet of bones or something coming out as well. Obviously, you could have it from the cows, the pigs, chickens, the sheep, the whole freaking lot as an extra product for making glue. How are we doing? Okay. Just keep an eye on that as well. Take one more load and that will be full. Yes. Yeah, because that's what it was, is the bones could have also gone in to make it like a stock factory. That's what it was. And obviously at the time I was thinking of Green Nuts Grumpy Dwarf's stock factory that he had on Wolf Creek. But yeah, never brought it over to Canyon Crossing really. Could have used those bones as a basis of a stock or something. You might have heard a horse meat referred to as Chevlain. Chevline? Doesn't ring a bell, but it sounds very horsey, that's for sure. Yes, that definitely sounds very horsey, that's for sure. Oh yeah, T Miller, I don't know if you heard. Your Google Calendar is coming up on my Google Calendar as well. Through the SGA. Just so you're aware. Oh. All I'm going to comment on is July the 11th. Oh, craziness. Craziness. How are we doing? Oh, we've still got half an hour, okay. But I think I may know who we'll be raiding out to today. Somebody we haven't raided to in quite some time. I know she went live a little while ago, so I'll keep my eyes out for her again. Hopefully she'll still be there when we finish off today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Behave, woman. I'm trying to drive. Hello. Ah, fudge monkeys, and I've got Mr. Roman's my side. Yes, your surgery. Yes. Yeah, obviously when I took a quick break, I was looking at my Google Calendar for next month. And yeah, I noticed that that popped up on my calendar as well. Oh, we're full again. Jeez. Carrots are really good yielding, I'll say that for them. That is something I can say. What was that? One, not quite two full rows there, I think. Yikes. Zoinks. Right, so we need this second one. There we go. Oh, fudge. I thought it was finished, but he wasn't quite there. There we go. But yeah, hopefully it goes well for you there, Team Mother. We will be thinking about you, that's for sure. Let's come through here. There's one of my orchards, one of my 4 orchards. They're all pumping away quite nicely. So that's something else I was kind of thinking is maybe it worthwhile tweaking some of the numbers on the orchards as well. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to use, say, like the orchards, for example, on, if I ever did do a map, and when I do a map, is I would like to do the orchards. Kind of like how they are now, in all honesty. But it all depends on when and if Mr. Dave comes back. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Did I need carrots for anything? I don't think so at the minute. Oh, actually, I can pin that back again. But yeah, the main reason I wanted to get that Carpenters is obviously it was something JD Fan mentioned in one of his YouTube videos, is to do with this spawn area for where the pallets are. For him anyway, his seems to be spawning out on an angle. He actually had to go in and correct it. And I'm not quite sure if it's set up the same way on this map. Now, if anybody's actually got around to using this carpenter that's on the map, is there any issues right here with pallet spawning? Because if there is, then we might have to go in and get something fixed on that. There we go. Let's do this quickly. Actually, I might even change that texture. I don't know yet. See, there's a bit right there. Now that's a stony texture. Is it that one? Nope. That one? That's close. I think it might be that one. Yeah. There. There. That's a little bit. No, I don't think that's not even the right one, is it? You got no problems? Okay. Oh, what the heck? What the heck is that all? Hmm. Not sure. That's weird. Was that because I did that little bit of landscaping? I don't know. I don't know. We'll carry on. I'll keep an eye out. But yeah, the only thing... That is weird. See, that's the only thing I don't like about FS25 is a lot of the stuff doesn't really tell you much. So obviously that is data, air, scripts, economy, farm, land manager, lure. So that is actually a locked lure within the game. Now, why is that? Now, is that being caused by a mod? Is that just the base game not liking me painting that little bit of land? Mm. Now, out of interest, do I actually own that area? That was right there. Create farm. Yeah, so I do own it, so I don't know why that would have even thrown an error there. Yeah, something weird. Ooh, now that's... I wonder. See, I was just looking at this here. If this row of trees wasn't there, I think a nice little hedge would have been quite nice there. And then going all the way down and around the track there. Oh, that might be something to do later. Something to do maybe later. Oh, I just realised I've still got stuff in here. Oh, don't say that's full, that storage now. Oh, crap. Good question. I need more storage, green thumb. Let's have a look. Yep, my storage is full. Oh, crap. Thankfully I've got T Miller's little storage here. This little distribution silo, so... Is this going to allow me to unload any... Yes. Oh, that's lucky then. Phew! God, I may end up having a trailer just sat there with carrots. Then again, I could always sell it. That's true. Yeah, that's weird. That was definitely weird. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not the whiskey factory because that was way before. Attempted to perform arithmetic. Yeah, I don't know. Not a Scooby-Doo. Not a Scooby-Doo. Let's bring this truck over a little bit more because we're getting further around. That there should be fine, I think, for the minute. But yes, I may end up having a trailer load of carrots that I can't do nothing with quite yet. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of selling crop, but if I've got too much, then I may have to do it. Now then, where did I get to on this field? Anybody remember? Good question. I think we were just up here. Yep, there we go. I see the end. Okay, so after this, the only other field up here anyway is going to be the green beans to get harvested up ahead. Yeah, I wonder if it's just because those two parsnip fields were basically AI fields up until just a couple of months ago in game. That I've got that such a crap score. Yeah, definitely this. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll get all these ploughed up and go from there. Oops. Kind of thinking now, maybe one decent sized field up here would be fine. Actually, let's have a little look. See, I'm kind of looking at this and thinking, taking a little bit of this field off, so there's a little bit more of a gap at the bottom here. Take the top half of 58 off, and then just have one decent sized square field right there. I think that would be a better option. Okay, I lose a little bit, but it's less hassle than having to worry about 3 different individual fields. I might do that. I might just do that. Cool, look at that. 81%. Yeah. Yeah, because what I then do with that field that's removed is just adding a load of trees up the top here, just to fill it in a bit. God, imagine if I did make a map, how many trees would actually be on it? That'd be ridiculous. It would make PV Uncharted be blown out of the window, I think. No, I don't know if it'd be that many. What was that, 90? Was it 95,000 trees or something on the original PB Uncharted map, if I remember right? Oh man, that was a lot of freaking trees, that's for sure. Yikes, and that was what, a 4x sized map. Kind of curious how many's on here now. I have to have a little look. Let's have a look at the stats quickly while I've gone here. So, trees planted. So I've already planted 660 trees. I've cut down 3,731 so far. Well, so not as many as probably a lot of you. I know X-Man said he was around about 11,000. But I tend to only cut down when needed, really. The only ones I've really had to remove is like decorative ones around the starter farm area, up and around the edge of that plateau, as I like to call it. And then the trees actually down the other side of the sawmill there, which I've now got like the brewery and all that down there. Apart from that, it's not that many trees I've cut down. Yeah, that's a lot of freaking trees on Uncharted Valley to cut down. Dang. But yeah, if any of you guys are not following X-Man, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Obviously, he does stream over on Twitch and YouTube, much like I do. How you doing? Talk about YouTube. Hey, Drifter from the Hours over on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? Sorry if you were there or there. Yeah, wasn't really paying attention. Thinking about things. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Close enough, no. There, sorry. Just only a little bit left there, there we go. Right then, so I don't need this, so that's the 2 parsnips done, the carrots are done. Good. Oh, let's turn you off. You followed up. So yeah, I need to go over, grab the green bean harvester, and then we can get that field harvested. I think, if I'm correct, that is actually the last field that now needs harvested. Not bad. Half a day and got most of this stuff done. Cool. Yeah, I could have a nice little road going in here actually. That'd be quite nice. Now that was that green beans? That looks more like peas actually. Might be wrong. Oh, it is green beans. See, I'd say it's more of a pea personally, but okay, it's the same sort of family. Right, let's go take this back. We'll grab the green bean harvester, and yeah, we'll make a start on that, and then yeah, see how we get on with that. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting month next month then, thinking about it. If I'm going to be doing each week on a different Dashnet map, going back from FS19. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Heck, I almost feel like actually going back to FS15 that final week and loading up the original version of PB Rivers just to see what it was like back then. Now there's an option. The only thing is I've never actually played FS15, so yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure. I've only ever loaded up the map in the editor. But I actually, one thing I do know is for those who are on Uncharted Valley, I know JD added in a seed maker, I think it was, to the mod pack. Pretty sure it was a seed maker and a fert maker. There was a similar model to what that is being used, which was used back in FS15 on that particular map, on this map, I should say. Ugh. Yes, it was kind of crazy. It wasn't until I seen it in X-Man's stream I thought, hang on a minute, that seed maker or whatever it was he was using, that's the same as what Dajnet had in FS15. Had a little bit in the inside. It had like a window, and you could see like the grains in that spinning around. Yeah, I'm sure you remember that very, very well there, Farmarks, don't you? Yes, that's way, way, way before my time, that's for sure. There was a whole game that came out, and yeah, before I came into it. Actually, yeah, that's before I even started playing Farming Simulator. Yeah, FS17 was the first Farming Simulator PC game that I played, and it was 6 months before 19 came out. And I know it's the same for Mr. T Miller as well, because I know we've mentioned it a fair few times. We kind of came in at the game around at the same time. And now for quite some time, I did actually play on, I don't know if anybody remembers it, Factory Farm, I believe it's called, the map. And that was heavy on productions and stuff. It was kind of crazy. So maybe that's where I got the love for, obviously, Dajnet's maps. And that was actually created by Night Cop, who's a close friend to obviously Boomhauer and Dajnet and that. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? I think I'm doing it. That's not bad, there we go. See, I can do it occasionally. But yeah, that was one heck of a map, that's all I can say. I know he has tried to get that map brought back over. I think it was in 22 he reached out to Boomhauer and Dave SPs to see if they would help him out as well, but never actually got released from what I understand. Typical, wrong one. So I need to get little signs to say which one's which, these are the things, because I never... No, there we go, green minions. Ah, there we go, righty. But yeah, Night Cop. Oh, dang. Pat. Good old Pat. Actually, you've probably seen him popping into Boomhauer streams and Dajnet streams from time to time. Farmer Cop. Bless him. Yes. I'm trying to think who did... Was it Maverick? Did the original map. And then obviously Night Cop went in months later from it being released and asked if he could do an edit to it, and obviously ended up throwing in tons and tons of extra productions and stuff. It's kind of cool. Yeah. That definitely opened my eyes up, and then I started finding people out on YouTube and eventually found Mr. Mouse. Yes. Who introduced me to PV County in FS19. And I've barely played any other maps since. That seems like a lifetime ago. It really does. It really does seem like a lifetime ago, that. Yes. Yeah, I think the only thing, actually, probably two things missing from this map I'm thinking of now. One would be the truffle forest. Two, the fairgrounds. I know a lot of people have mentioned about the fairgrounds on this map for FS15 was absolutely amazing, this, that and the other. Obviously I know we tried to get it originally brought over to 22 for Canyon Crossing. Actually I got a lot of the models converted to 22 in all honesty. But yeah, we just couldn't sort of time to get it all up and running and stuff like that. Yeah, it just wasn't feeling quite right, I guess is the best way to put it, in my opinion. Don't know about what about much Dave would say, but yeah. Who knows? You never know. In the future, something may similarly come back. Actually, that's another thing as well I missed from 19, just thinking about it. Obviously, just thinking about, obviously, you guys always going on about the fairgrounds, whatever it is. Obviously, FS19, we had the farmers market. Now, that was kind of cool. Obviously, it's sell over time. You can take your bales in, you can take pallets in, stuff like that, and sell it a little bit each month. That was kind of a cool idea. I don't think we've actually got anything close to that in 25. If only that was feasible. Even like the little sell shops, I don't think they even work the same sort of way. They're just more of a glorified tiny sell point, in all honesty. I'm trying to think what else was there. What was that? The DLC in 22 that really didn't do very well. I don't even think that had the option for selling over time, but it would have been quite nice to have that if it was in the game. Let's see. So oh, need to unfold. You unfolded? I think so. B. There we go. Here we go. Yes. The good old farmer's market. Yeah, so that's something else. So yeah, so dynamite. The farmer's market with the sell over time stuff. Oh yes. So many things lost. Maybe never to return. Makes you wonder if there is any way of actually doing something like a sell over time. I'm not even sure how that would even be set up, in all honesty. I think that was another thing that Global Company added in as well. Oh, and Smuckers, there's another one as well, the factory Smuckers, with all those productions that you had to unlock along the way. Actually, that's one thing I was hoping Revamp would have given us the option to bring back in 22. Obviously, I know Braven was going on about having an option for having like production add-ons. Oops, didn't do that. Where's my lines? I want my lines back. Come on. Give me my lines. But yeah, that never came to anything really, unfortunately. There we go. Block you off. And go. Yes, I even have that build. I do have that building converted to 22, thinking about it. It wouldn't take much to bring it over to 25 if that was ever added in as well as an option. Now, depending, which way is this pointing? I don't know. We can still dream, can't we, guys? We can still dream. But yeah, I would love to have like the power. Yeah, there we go. There's something I wouldn't mind. Is back on obviously talking about PV County and stuff. Is one thing I would love to have back is like the power stations that we had back then. That would be kind of cool, where they powered up all the different productions and such. That was very cool. I know we had kind of had something similar in 22 where you had the option of using power as a booster, but actually having it where you had to have the power or enough power to run the factory, that was kind of a cool idea. I wouldn't say no to having that back. Obviously, PB County had what? 1, 2, 3, 4 power stations. In there, you had like the modules. You start off with like a bio module. That's what it was. That's what it was. Thinking about it, power stations. The lowest module was a bio one that took the wood chips. That's why I had like 2 or 3 fields of wood of poplar. That's what that was for. Yeah, dang, that was my quick. But yeah, I would love to see that option back again. But with that, they would have to potentially have the additional factories added into the map, which makes life a little bit more complicated, I think, maybe. Yeah. Because see, I was thinking that technically that was just doing the distribution, but it wasn't actually. Oh, I'm dumb. Obviously, the way that it's done now, obviously you can distribute your electricity. Obviously, back then they had Dave set it up, kinda. If you didn't know how it worked in the background, in a similar way. But what it was obviously where the factories were built into the map. He had actually had an additional trigger just for the power that was linked to a specific power station. The trigger was actually in the station itself, going into the factory. It was kind of weird, but cool. It almost felt like it was being distributed, but it wasn't. But anywho, yes, I'm going to call that there. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to save. And we are going to find someone to raid out to, but much appreciated. Give me a few things to think about actually over the next couple of weeks regarding next month, which is kind of crazy. Really is very, very crazy. Let's get over to the ending screen because obviously I do need to jump off. I need to go feed my snake. Hopefully she is still going. But thanks very much. Thank you to Little Woody, Bep, for the follows. I think that's how you pronounce it. Obviously, thanks to for remarks. Don't be here for the cheers. KW, you're a superstar. But yeah, let's see. She is still there. Let's mute that. And it looks like she is playing PV Rivers Remastered, which is good. But yeah, for you guys over on YouTube, thanks again for tuning in. Obviously, I will be back on Friday, probably carrying on from where I am, maybe into day 2. But till next time,